Hello everyone, this is part 5 of What If Naruto Was Betrayed and Goes to Outworld, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Next morning, Naruto woke up in his bed, more rested and relaxed than he had been in a very long time. He sat up and stretched his arms out and letting out a big yawn. He felt something stir beside him on the bed. He looked down and saw a beautiful sight. On one side of him, Katana and Sakura lay on one side, cuddled up together. On his other side, Jade, Ino, and Shiva cuddled together also. At the foot of the bed was Melina. The only thing covering any of them were his bed sheets loosely draped over them. Then he remembered all that had transpired last night. Congratulations, Kit, Kurama said from within his mindscape. You have finally become a full-fledged man. Welcome to the club. I honestly, for a minute there, thought you would be wimp for the rest of your short human life. Hey Furball, you better watch it. Naruto thought back to the great beast. I completely dominated those girls. Man, that was so awesome. Kurama, I love these girls. All of them. Is that bad? I don't think it is. Maybe if they all never got along or hated each other, then maybe. However, technically you are under the CRA, maybe not officially, but you pretty much are. So, I think you're good. Just in case, you might wanna double check with them first though. I honestly never can tell with the human females. Too unpredictable. Yeah, you got a point there, big guy. Thanks. Don't worry about it. By the way, the one I like most is waking up. Sure enough, Naruto felt Melina stirring at the foot of the bed. She turned over and saw her love smiling down at her. She smiled at him, full lips and exposed teeth turning up into a loving smile as she said, good morning my love. Naruto touched her cheek as he said, good morning beautiful. Thank you for last night. It was simply amazing. It was my pleasure. Did you enjoy yourself? He, absolutely. Naruto then felt everyone else stirring from their slumber as well. Ino sat up, yawned and stretched in a cute manner and said, good morning Naruto-kun. Shiva sat up as well and said, good morning my mate. Sakura pulled him back down, laying him next to her and then cuddled up close to him and said with a huge smile on her face, hello my darling. Katana and Jade didn't say anything, but both gave Naruto a happy and content smile. Just then, Naruto sat upright really fast as he realized something important. Shit, I came inside of you girls. I don't mind at all, Ino said. That was good stuff last night. Knock me up all you want if you're gonna do that, he. Okay, but we have to fight in this Mortal Kombat tournament soon. You can't go if you're pregnant. Kit, calm down. Naruto sat still and his eyes glazed over as if in a trance. Oh, Ino said to no one in particular. We scared him bad, didn't we? No, Sakura said, he's talking to Kurama. Don't worry Kit, I thought something like this might happen. Normally it does with huge orgies like that. Which, by the way, I really enjoyed the show, so thank you for that. Kurama, hey, you sit in here for 20 damn years and see how it is. Exactly. Now shut up and let me explain. Now, as I was saying, I thought something like that might happen, and it normally does. However, I negated all of your sperm, so even though you ejaculated inside of those beautiful vixens, there was no sperm. No sperm, no pregnancy. I will do this every time unless you ask me not to. Damn Kurama, I didn't know that you could do that. That's really a huge relief. I was getting concerned for a moment there. It will turn him into a man afterwards though, that's the price for negating your sperm. Your women now shall become men. Good LCUK on being a faggot Naruto. Damn it Kurama, what the hell man. Ha. Got you. But seriously, they will grow a little piece of manhood every day until they die. Okay, you're just being stupid now. Damn, thought I might get you a second time. You know me Kurama, you can't use the same tricks on me twice. Bullshit. Kurama. Get the hell out of here Kit, the girls are getting worried about you. Naruto blinked a couple of times and let go of a breath he didn't know he was holding. The girls were looking at him with concern on their faces. He looked at them and explained, apparently Kurama said none of you are going to be pregnant because he negated my sperm last night. Thank goodness. Can he turn it off or whatever? Sakura asked. Yeah, he can, Naruto replied. He's just that good. Better believe it. Shut up, Fox. Ha. Ino said dumbly. Kurama's just bragging. Just then, Naruto heard a knocking at his front door. He got up, albeit a little grumpily, and out on some boxes and black pants. He went to the front door and opened it to find, his mother. Good morning, my son, Kushina said exuberantly. How was your rest last night? Is that you, Miss Uzumaki? Naruto heard from behind him. He turned around and saw Ino walking out from the hallway with just a towel on and a severe limp. Kushina, immediately recognizing the symptoms, she yelled out, a little too loudly, oh my god. Ino. She ran right past her son and grabbed Ino by her shoulders and said excitedly, did you do it? Did you do him? Ino smiled brightly and said, yep. Good girl. I knew you could do it. Too. How was it? Amazing, Ino said with a dreamy look in her face. It most certainly was, Melina said, also coming from the hallway and into the living room. She was followed by the rest of the girls as well, all dressed in towels or sheets, and all walking with a limp. Kushina pieced together all the signs and came to only one conclusion. Did you all do him last night? All the girls nodded with smiles on their faces. And it was damn good too, Sakura added on. You were right, Miss Uzumaki, the Uzumakis are the best. KKAAAWWAAAIIIIIII. Kushina yelled out with joy. My boy had an orgy with beautiful girls, I knew you would, my manly little boy. Moom. Naruto said defeatedly. A little decency, would ya? I'm your son, you know. Okay. This isn't what I came here for anyway, she said. It's not. Okay. Well, what's up? Naruto asked his mother. Your father wants you at the tower, son. Hokage-sama needs us, Sakura asked. Yes, Kushina replied. In fact, he needs all of you as soon as possible, so get dressed. Okay, Mom, we'll be ready to go in a minute, Naruto said. Okay, and I want the girls to tell me about their experience with you last night too. Mom. Ha 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 ha, I'm just kidding. But seriously, I want them to tell me. Moom. I'm your mother and I have every right to know, young man. Now get dressed and go see your father. 20 minutes later, Hokage Tower. Naruto and the rest of the gang was all at the tower, standing in front of the fourth Hokage. Hey Dad, Naruto began, what's going on? Hello son, Minato replied. I'm just trying to get an idea as to where we all stand as far as the tournament goes. It is coming very soon after all. Just then, right next to the Hokage's desk, a flash of lightning appeared and revealed the god of thunder. You are correct, Raiden said to the Hokage. In 3 days' time, we must all go to Earthrealm. Wait a minute, Sakura said to Raiden, didn't you say it was going to be an Outworld? Not immediately, Raiden told her. This particular tournament is different from the rest. This not the 10th and final tournament like the old system operated. This is the only tournament, which means that this is our only shot. Raiden turned to address the full crowd. This tournament will consist of 3 stages, the initial tournament, the semi-finals, and then finally the actual finals. At the end of the finals, whoever side the victor is on wins the tournament. One shot. Even the strongest of opponents can be taken down by the weakest if they are overconfident. We must prepare for the worst. Hey Flashy, Naruto said, do we know who will be on the opposing side? Ignoring the blatantly rude nickname, Raiden said, I know of some. Outworld and the Netherrealm have joined forces. Damn it, Melina said loudly. It is unfortunate, Raiden continued, but there is nothing that we can do except to push forward. Anyone in specific? Katana asked the Thunder God. So far, there is Baraka, Farah and Tor, someone named Devora, Kintaro, Sindel, Quan Chi, and Ermac. If there is anyone else, I do not know of them as of yet. Well then, who's on our side? Ino asked. Not including all of you, we have Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade, Cassie Cage, Jackie Briggs, Takeda Takahashi, Kung Jin, Liu Kang, Kung Lao and Scarlet. Wait a minute, said Melina, did you just say Scarlet? Yes. How is she with Earthrealm? She had to conceal herself for a long time, she was known to still be loyal to the one related to Shao Kahn, which would be you, Melina. She is in Earthrealm as we speak. Melina couldn't believe it. One of the few people alive that she could truly call a friend was still alive. She was told by the Tarkatan forces she once commanded that she had been killed in battle. Melina knew she shouldn't have listened. When are we going to Earthrealm? She asked him. As soon as possible, the god of thunder answered. Well then, Naruto said, let's go and beat their asses. Kotal Khan is not an enemy to be taken lightly, young Naruto, Raiden warned. Please, Naruto exclaimed. Trust me, Mr. Raiden, that guy is nowhere near as strong as Kaguya. Compared to her, he's a little bitch. Are you aware, Naruto, that if you lose a match in the tournament, the victor has a choice to kill you? Yeah. Mortal Kombat rules or whatever, don't even worry about it. They don't stand a chance against me or my girls. Minato coughed to get his son's attention. What exactly do you mean by, my girls? Exactly as it sounds, Dad, Naruto answered. I'm just like you. I'm a ladies' man. He looked at his dad and gave him a thumbs up. Yep, he's definitely our son, thought Minato. Okay son, whatever you say. You all leave for this Earthrealm tomorrow, so pack up and rest up. Tomorrow's going to be big day for you all. At once, Sakura, Ino, and Naruto said, Hi Hokage-sama. Dismissed. 15 minutes later saw the group splitting up. Ino and Sakura took the girls, yes even Shiva, shopping. Meanwhile, Naruto was entering Ichiraku Ramen. Hey old man. Naruto called out. Hey there sonny boy. Tsuki responded. What'll you be having? 3 bowls of miso ramen with extra pork please. I'm leaving on a long-term mission tomorrow and I gotta get my fill, you know what I mean. 3 misos with extra pork coming right up. Hey Dobe. Naruto froze where he sat. He really did not need the stress of dealing with this right before a long-term mission that could possibly spell the end for them all. He needed peace, not stress and wanting to kick someone's ass. Sasuke, did the Hokage summon you to get me? Did someone die? Or is the village in immediate danger? Naruto asked in a dead tone. Slightly put off by Naruto's question, not to mention his tone of voice, he said, none of the above. Then get the fuck away from me right now Sasuke. I will not warn you again. What's the matter with you Dobe? Why are you so pissy right now? Sasuke asked. Weary to start, Naruto said. He held up his fist and began counting. 1. You were always a no good pretty boy little bitch that always got on my damn nerves. 2. You deserted the village to get fucked by Orochimaru. 3. You nearly killed both me and Sakura and Kakashi, your whole damn team. Well, form a team now. 4. You tried pulling that whole, I'm going to be the darkness bullshit and tried to kill all the Biju. The Biju are my friends you know, not a very good idea to piss them off. And lastly, he turned around and walked towards Sasuke, eyes closed. He stopped right in front of him and opened his eyes. Sasuke gasped in shock. There, in both eyes, Naruto had 2 fully matured Mangekyo Sharingans. How? I very recently just found out, from the elder gods I might add, that I have Uchiha blood in me, and their abilities were basically locked for some reason, but not anymore. As I was saying, the last reason I'm so pissy with you right now, is because you slept with my ex-girlfriend you so of a bitch. After everything I've done for you you're going to do something like that again. Well guess what you son of a bitch, Naruto got in so close to Sasuke's face the noses were almost touching. I fucked the shit out of Sakura last night. What? Sasuke said. You're just mad because I stole your girl. She was never really mine to begin with, Naruto said to Sasuke. She had a mission to spread the Byakugan around to the other clans within Konoha. She was doing just that. Or trying to. Little bitch. But I digress. And if you don't believe me, well, that's just too bad. Fact of the matter is that you fucked my ex-girlfriend. I stole yours. Now get the fuck out before I use Sage Mode and frog slap your bitch ass. Sasuke, seeing no real way to go around this, simply huffed and turned and walked away. You okay kid? Naruto turned around, eyes normal now, to see Tsuki looking at him with concern, putting the 3 bowls of heaven at his spot. Forgetting what just happened, he yelled out, yeah. Ramen. Thanks old man. With the girls, Sakura, Ino, and the other girls had just got done shopping throughout the village. Even Shiva, the famed Shogun of Honor or whatever as Ino put it, actually enjoyed herself. She was acting like a shogun. Shogun. That was it. It felt nice to her to be out and just be a woman. A woman, oh, a different species, but a woman all the same. On their way back to Naruto's apartment, they found Hinata, also walking towards his apartment. It was still quite a ways out, but they could tell where she was going. Ino whispered to Sakura, "Hey look. It's Hinata. Is it just me or is she on her way to Naruto's place?" "I can't quite tell, Ino," Sakura whispered back. "Why are you whispering about her?" Melina asked. "Just go to her and interrogate her directly." "Because we are ninja," Ino said. "Did you always fight your battles directly, Melina?" "Yes," Melina replied. "I am half Tarkatan, and that's how Tarkatan fight." "No offense," Sakura began, "but that's why you lost your throne in the first place. That's where us ninja come in. Yeah, we fight in open combat too, but stealth is one of our specialties." "Watch this," Ino told Melina. Then she turned to Sakura, "Get ready to catch my body forehead." Sakura, already knowing what she was planning, nodded to her. "You got it, Ino pig." She smiled at her best friend, then turned towards Hinata's back. Holding her hands up in her family's jutsu, she said quietly, Yamanaka style, mind transfer jutsu. A split second, Ino's body went limp and fell to the side as Sakura caught it and brought her to a nearby bench. Shiva, Katana, Jade and Melina followed them and Katana asked Sakura, "What just happened? Is she okay?" "She's fine," Sakura replied. "She just used her family's technique and used her mind to enter inside of Hinata's mind. It's really pretty cool once you think about it." Sakura looked up and saw Hinata misstep before pausing to look around in slight confusion. Hinata is the one who is screwed. Hinata felt something weird had happened in these past few seconds or so. She was on her way to Naruto's apartment to go and apologize and to tell him that she was sorry for hurting him at all when she felt dizzy. She looked around to see if anyone else had been affected by anything. Seeing as she was the only one, she just shrugged it off and continued on her trek. "I thought there was a breeze, I thought I got really cold or something just a second ago," Hinata thought to herself. "I'm probably just nervous. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm nervous to see Naruto-kun again. I wanna say that I'm sorry, but I'm just so nervous." Then, out of seemingly nowhere, Ino's voice popped into her head. "Don't you dare go to him, you filthy cheating backstabbing slut." Hinata stopped dead in tracks and froze. Ino, how are you talking to me? You are really dumb, huh? What do you think, dumbass?" Hinata thought for a moment before she realized it. "You used your mind transfer on me, didn't you? Good job, traitor." Ino thought within Hinata's mind. "You know, you reallllllllyyy hurt Naruto. I mean, worse than he's ever been hurt before. Did you know that he tried to kill himself before? Yes, in Outworld. We were all there. I mean before that. I found him myself. Healed him myself. Why did he do that? Because on top of the damn village is treating him like shit, what you did to him has been eating away at him every second of every day. He didn't try to kill himself before that, did he? Don't believe me? Let me show you then, bitch." Ino replayed all of her memories of the day she found Naruto in the shower all cut up. She purposefully went into every single detail of every cut, especially the one across his throat. She replayed the part where she and a couple of his clones carried him out and how, during the process, he just looked absolutely dead. Like he had just simply given up. Hinata had to find a nearby bench to sit down. Once she found one, she went to it and sat down and covered her face in her hands. It was a mission, she thought to Ino. It was a mission given to me by my father. I couldn't turn him down, and as a ninja, I must complete my missions. "How many guys have you had sex with, Hinata?" Ino asked her. "You knew you were sterile, didn't you?" "How did you know that?" "Hilu, medic nin here, remember. You knew you were sterile, so there is no excuse as to why you continued to do what you did. Just once is terrible, but you did it with several guys. I mean, even Choji. Gross. And, was this mission given to you by the Hokage?" "No, Ino, it was given to me by my father." "Then you had a choice." Ino yelled at her from within her mind. "You know damn well that the only missions you can refuse are the ones assigned to you by Hokage-sama. Otherwise, you have a fucking choice. You chose to betray Naruto, over and over and over and over again. Fuck you, Hinata, you put him through so much shit it's not even funny. But, it's okay now. I took care of him last night, or rather he took care of me, ha ha ha. Took care of you. What do you mean? He fucked me GOOOOD girl, that's what the fuck I mean. Hinata looked up, a furious expression on her face. What? That fucking bastard. What the hell are you mad at him for, bitch? Don't you remember that you cheated on him? For a long ass time, I might add. You have absolutely no right at all to get even the slightest bit mad at him. He was in severe pain, though I must say he hides it very well. Guess that comes with practice, huh? Oh yeah, and by the way, it wasn't just me either. Huh, not just you. Nope. It was me, Sakura, Shiva, Katana, Jade, and Melina, at the same time too. Those clones are fucking awesome. You really fucked up Hinata. Thanks for the good catch, although I don't know why you would let go of it, but we picked him up, so don't worry. Naruto is in good hands now. Damn it, Ino. You will pay for this, you blonde bitch. I will have Naruto-kun back. That, my dear Hinata, will be the day. It's up to Naruto-kun, so yeah, good luck getting back with the guy you totally fucked over. Anyways, until then, go suck on Choji's fat ass. Ciao. As soon as it had happened, the mind argument was over. Hinata felt Ino's mind leave her body, and she was left alone to her thoughts once again. Tears softly running down her face, she looked back up at Naruto's apartment and thought to herself, will I ever have the chance to get back with you, Naruto-kun? I'm so sorry for what I did. Please, Naruto, I need you back. Naruto was seriously pissed off. On his only day off before he was supposed to leave to save the world, again, Mr. Pretty Boy shows his face to say or do whatever. Naruto wished he would just disappear. That would be nice. Just for him to be gone and never have to deal with him again. He was very pissed though. How dare that stupid ass son of a bitch even show his fucking face. Naruto thought. To be able to do an act like that, to your best fucking friend on top of it, and then just walk on in like nothing ever happened. Do you now see why I absolutely despise any and all Uchiha kit? Kurama said to him through his mindscape. Yeah. I took his girl and fucked the shit out of her though, he, take that you fucking asshole. Speaking of which, you really dominated all of those girls last night, Naruto. You were the dominant one of them all. And you took Jade's beautiful ass as well. Kurama pretended to wipe away a false tear. I'm so proud of you. That's my kit. Hey furball. Just because I was dominant last night doesn't mean I'm going to not let them have their turn. I never said that you shouldn't. Just let them become some sort of dominatrix or whatever. You are the Jinchurrikio, the nine-tailed fox, along with the other tailed beasts. We have standards, you know. Kurama, I can't help but be seriously pissed at that fucker man. I need to fight and break something. Would you like to spar? Against you? Yeah, why not? It'd be fun kicking your ass all over again. Ah, so you say. In case you have forgotten, you had help from your mother last time. WHO was also my Jinchurriki before you. Now, it's just you and me, brat. Go to Training Ground 7. It's an open field there. We are going to need it for the spar we are about to have. Training Ground 7, gotcha. Okay, let's go, Kurama. With new energy and a smile on his face, Naruto broke out a light run towards his new destination. Hinata knocked on Naruto's door several times but hadn't received an answer for the last 5 minutes. He really hates me, she thought. Why did I even take that mission? I ruined everything for me. She decided that wasn't going to move until either he answered the door or he got home. She screwed this up, and she was going to fix it, or at the very least get their friendship back, no matter what the cost was going to be. I have to do this, she thought to herself. I need Naruto-kun back. The Konoha and MK girls were walking down the streets of Konoha, checking out everything else out. Ino had just got done relaying to them everything that had just transpired between her and Hinata. They decided to not dwell on it today, they could do that some other time. Now, however, was going to be a fun day before they had to fight in the MK tournament tomorrow in Earthrealm. Suddenly, Shiva stopped abruptly, startling the other girls. Shiva looked alarmed. Shiva was a Shokan, so she was clearly a big woman. When she got alarmed, you paid attention. What's the matter, Shiva? Katana asked her friend. It's Naruto, she said to them. I can hear and smell him far out. She took a big whiff and studied the smell for a moment. He's bleeding and breathing heavily. You can smell and hear that far. Sakura asked incredulously. You must be as good as an Inuzuka, if not better. I am a Shokan, Shiva said with a smirk. Shokan are the best of the best. Yeah, whatever, Sakura said dismissively. Wait a minute. Did you say he was bloody? Yes. I can lead the way. Then let's go. We have to help my future king of Outworld. Melina said. Shiva looked at her with an eyebrow raised. He was my headmate first, Karnam. He can be both, Melina said, smirking behind her mask. Hey, Ino yelled out to them. Hello. Naruto, bloody, in trouble. Let's go. Shiva nodded and said, follow me. They all took off towards the training grounds as fast as possible. Then, there was a huge blast in the distance. Not a very destructive one by any means, but definitely one to catch everyone's attention. What the hell was that? Ino yelled out. That looks familiar, Sakura said. The great, red-orange glow from the blast reminded her much of the blast that the Four Tails form of Naruto used when he fought Orochimaru on the bridge all those years ago. Oh shit, Sakura said aloud. I think Naruto is in huge trouble, you guys. We have to hurry. We are not far, Shiva said before she took another huge leap. We are very close. We are heading towards Training Ground 7, Ino said aloud. Is Naruto training? We must find out, Jade said. If he really is in trouble, Katana joined in, then we will help him. Hinata had been sitting in front of Naruto's door for about 20 minutes when she heard a huge blast go off in the distance. She jerked her head up in surprise and saw a red-orange glow in the direction of the training grounds. But not just any training grounds, the ones where Naruto trained in when he really went all out. Naruto-kun, she said before she took off running as fast as she could towards Training Ground 7. The shadow clone, being controlled by Kurama of course, had just unleashed a miniature Bijudama at the real Naruto. What the fuck kyuubi? Naruto yelled out. We are fucking training. You know not to do that near the village, you dumbass. This isn't a war. Oh shut it you whiny little baby, the Kurama clone said to him. What was an extremely low-powered one, meant for flashiness more than damage. I can control my power, you know. Even so, Naruto argued, that was still way too close. No more Bijudama near the village Kurama. Okay, let's hurry up and kick your ass already. The Kurama clone lunged forward, claws extended and ready to rip flesh apart. Naruto ducked the swift attack and did a backflip kick, knocking the overpowered clone back. Then Naruto created two clones that formed a Rasengan in both of his hands. After they were ready to go, the clones jumped high in the air and began to unmercifully throw kunai and shuriken towards the Kurama clone as the original charged with two fully powered Rasengan. Is that all you got, Kit? Kurama asked. I fought bigger and more powerful jutsus than that. The Kurama clone formed his own Rasengan. This one was of course a blood red color, and easily 5 times the size of Naruto's Rasengan. He thrust his forward just as Naruto thrust both of his forward. The two jutsus clashed, and it wasn't too much longer before the originals was being overpowered by the demonic Rasengan. See what I mean, Kit? The Kurama clone asked, his red trench coat flapping in the wind from the force of the jutsus clashing against each other. The clone smiled ferally at Naruto, 3-inch fangs growing slightly longer, and the victorious look in Kurama's eyes only fueled his ego even more. Face it, Kit, you just can't beat me, even after all this time. The clone thrust his other hand out, unsheathing the hidden blade and thrust it towards Naruto and stabbed him in the stomach. Naruto grit his teeth as blood seeped out of his mouth. Both jutsus cancelled each other out, only leaving the hidden blade deep in his stomach. Oh my god, Naruto. Both of them looked towards the edge of the training grounds to see the Konoha girls and the MK girls standing in shock at the duo in what seemed to be a deathmatch. They looked at Naruto, who just winked at them. Luckily, the Kurama clone wasn't paying any attention. Don't worry girls, the clone told them all. It's just training. Naruto laughed a little at Kurama. What's so funny, brat? Naruto just smirked at him, blood going down his chin. You talk as if you won, Kurama. Are you delusional, boy? Did I hit you too hard? Look at what your positioning is. My blade, in your stomach. You lost, Kit. Face it. Huh. Yeah right. Naruto then grabbed the Kurama clone's shoulders and pulled him in closely, not letting him move. Now, he yelled. Behind the locked pair, 5 Narutos popped out of the ground with 2 sealing tags in each hand. Each clone put 2 tags on each limb, 2 on each arm, 2 on each leg, and 2 on the Kurama clone's back. The clones then jumped back and yelled out in one, loud, boisterous voice, "Chakra Fuin." The Kurama clone immediately felt his body completely lock up as it was being locked up with chains and locks all hooked up together. He couldn't move or even feel his chakra flow. "What is this? Let me out of these now, Naruto." "Hey, furball," Naruto said right in front of him, "got a surprise for ya." Then, the Naruto, who the Kurama clone had stabbed, puffed into smoke. "I was fighting a shadow clone this entire time." Before he had any time to react, he heard a voice cry out from above him. "Sage Art, Odamarasengan." The Kurama clone looked up just in time to see the real Naruto, with his toad eyes signifying him being in sage mode, thrust the giant sphere of natural chakra right on top of him. The Kurama clone smiled at him. Tight before it hit him, he said, "Good job, Kit. BBOOOOOOOOOOMMMMM." The shockwave from the powerful attack shook the entire training ground. After it had subsided, he looked towards the girls on the sidelines and asked them, "Pretty cool, huh?" Sakura, aggravated as hell that he had done something so reckless and so close to the village, began walking towards him, growling and ready to put him in his place. Naruto, knowing exactly what she was trying to do, remembered what Kurama had told him earlier. "You really dominated those girls last night, Naruto." He did, and he could tell that they absolutely loved him being on the dominant side. "Maybe I should try it again right now," he thought to himself. Thinking of that and what Sakura was about to do, he just took a swing at his luck and said, "Sakura, if you even think about hitting me right, just remember. I'm in sage mode right now. I will roj slap you if you hit me, understand?" Sakura stopped dead in her tracks and thought to herself, did he just threaten me? He actually defended himself. Okay Naruto, I won't hit you while you're in sage mode, she told him innocently. Naruto deactivated his sage mode and strode over to her with opened arms and said, "Hi Sakura-chan. It's good to see why." Blam. Sakura held out her fist as Naruto stopped rolling on the ground 10 feet in front of her. "Ow. Sakura, you said you wouldn't hit me," Naruto said in a daze. "I said I wouldn't hit you while you were in sage mode," she corrected him. "What the hell were you thinking, using such a huge attack near the village?" "That was the Kyuubi, not me Sakura," he said to her. "Well, hitting you is the same as hitting him," she reasoned aloud with her arms crossed. In his mindscape, Kurama was laughing his ass off at Naruto's misfortune. Because in truth, that wasn't the fact at all. Kurama could turn off the link between their feelings at any time. Just your luck Naruto. "Oh yeah, you son of a bitch," Naruto yelled out. Sakura looked at him with a shocked expression. "What did you just say to? Get your ass out here Kurama." Shadow clone jutsu, Kyuubi possession. Naruto had figured out that he could forcibly summon the Biju into a shadow clone. Although he never really did it, Kurama had basically just asked for it. A puff of smoke later, a shadow clone possessed by Kurama had been revealed, looking at Sakura with a wary expression. Sakura was looking at the Kurama clone, smirking and cracking her knuckles. "Sakura, if you hit me I will eat you." Blam. The Kurama clone stopped rolling on the ground a few seconds later, being sent flying backwards about 20 yards from Sakura's punch. "I'm sorry Kurama, you were saying," Sakura said in a cute voice. "Damn woman," Kurama thought. Hinata slowly looked around at her foes surrounding her. She knew the abilities of Ino and Sakura, so she knew what to expect from them. It was the MK girls she had to worry about. And there were 3 of them. How the hell was she trying to do right now? She was trying to prove to Naruto that she was sorry and would do whatever it took to prove that to him. And if that meant to fight a 5-on-1 battle and face certain defeat, then so be it. Fight. Ino and Sakura both threw a couple of kunai and shuriken at her. Kaiten. Hinata spun around, surrounding herself in the bright blue chakra sphere. The projectiles ricocheted off of the sphere and flew towards Jade and Shiva. Jade knocked the away with her bow staff as Shiva jumped high in the air using her mighty Shokan jump. Hinata, using her Byakugan, could easily see Shiva coming down from the air, intending to crush her with her massive form. Hinata did a few handstand backflips away from the area as Shiva landed right where she had been, the ground cracking and chunks of rock and dirt flying in the air from the brute force. Hinata stopped and threw a kunai of her straight at Shiva, intending on catching her by surprise. Shiva simply knocked it out of the way and said to her, "For the Shokan." Shiva launched her hands forward, unleashing a fireball towards her. Hinata's eyes widened as she rolled out of the way. She can use fire style. Hinata thought in a panic. But she didn't even do any hand signs. That's because she's not a ninja moron, Ino said from her spot. Hinata looked at her and saw that Ino had one hand in the ram sign, and with the other she held her two fingers against her temple, looking straight at Hinata. She's reading my thoughts, thought to herself. How can she do that without using one of her jutsus? Because I'm that good Hyuga bitch, Ino told her. Melina, she's gonna attack from the left. Hinata was shocked. She can even tell what I'm gonna do next. This is not good. Not if I can help it, Melina said. She walked towards Hinata. Come to me, she said to her. Let us play. Combat is not playing, Hinata said with her eyes narrowed. It's not if you lose, Melina said teasingly. In that instant, Melina teleported behind Hinata and drop-kicked her in the back of her head. Hinata rolled forward and got back up. But before she could do anything else, she had to jump back to avoid Sakura's death punch. Cha! Sakura roared. Hinata jumped back as Sakura hit the ground where she was just at, pulverizing the ground into bits. As she was in midair, she was grabbed roughly by Shiva and body slammed into the ground, hard. Cracks formed in the ground from the impact as blood spurted from Hinata's mouth. Shiva wins. Naruto called out. The girls backed up to form another ring around the downed Hinata. Is that it, Hinata? Naruto asked her. If you can't even handle this, how the hell do you expect to handle anyone else? I would have won this by now. Hinata stood up and went back into her gentle fist stance. Round 2, fight. This time, Hinata went the offensive. She first hit Shiva with blazing speed, hitting the tenketsu in her legs, and Shiva went down to her knees. Hinata was about to strike Shiva's chest, but she grabbed Hinata by the throat first. Shiva roared in her face and then threw her with incredible force towards Sakura, who had another death punch ready for her. Hinata couldn't change her flight path. She knew she was going to get hit, so she just braced herself for the impact. Shanaro. Bam. Sakura hit Hinata square in the stomach. Hinata flew back and landed on the ground right in front of Jade. Like I said earlier, she told Hinata, this will be easy. Jade stomped Hinata on the face once, twice, thrice, 4 separate times. She was about to go for a 5th, but Hinata grabbed her foot and put her off balance at the last second. Jade stumbled a little bit as she tried to regain her balance. Hinata got up and resumed her battle stance. Unfortunately, Jade was better than that. When Hinata was up, Jade was there waiting for her, holding her staff in a baseball stance. Bitch, Jade said. Whack. Jade hit Hinata square in the jaw with a killer home run style swing with her staff. Blood flew out of Hinata's mouth. She stumbled a few feet, totally and completely dazed from that brutal hit. She fell to her knees and tried to regain her bearings. Melina walked up to her and grabbed her hair and lifted her up. Hinata winced as she was forced to her feet. Melina took off her mask and yelled in her face, mouth opening to its full capacity, baring all of her tarkat and teeth dangerously close to Hinata's face. Her eyes went wide with fear and horror. How can Naruto-kun like someone so hideous? She's a monster. No. Naruto will have me back. I won't let this happen. She knocked Melina's hands away and kicked her away. They got into her battle stance as her eyes flared with more chakra as she said aloud, you are within my field of divination. She launched herself forward with blazing speed. She thrust her hand forward, aiming for Melina's heart. Melina disappeared. Hinata looked around, trying to find her target. She was rewarded with her efforts with a teleported kick to the back of her head again, knocking her down with brute force. Hinata got up again and roared out with frustration at her opponents. She clapped her hands together and began gathering huge amounts of her chakra. She thrust both of her hands forward at Ino and Sakura. I have to take out Ino, she thought to herself. She can read my movements and report them to the others. And Sakura, shush, is the other heavy hitter. Shiva is already down, so that only leaves Jade and Melina. I have to do this. When Hinata launched her hands forward, 2 laser beams of pure chakra shot out towards Ino and Sakura. Sakura just barely dodged it, but Ino wasn't so lucky. She was hit square in the chest. She was closer to Hinata, so she had a little less time to dodge. Ino! Sakura yelled out. Sakura looked back at Hinata, rage clear on her face. She pulled one of her gloves tighter. SSHAAAAANARROOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOO Hinata. It was too fast for her to get out of the way, it was almost instantaneous. Hinata fell and was trapped in between a couple of huge rocks. Hinata gathered as much chakra as she could and said, "Chitin." She reduced the rocks, trapping her to dust. She got out of the fissure and headed straight towards Sakura, intending on finishing her. She threw a couple of kunai in succession at her, knowing she would dodge. She was just trying to distract her. As she planned, Sakura dodged them both. But it was too late. Sakura heard the hissing sound of the explosive tags. Boom. Sakura was sent flying forward and Hinata hit her 2 times in each limb in a blink of an eye, still in midair. When they both landed, Hinata was on her feet. She turned around to see Sakura land on the ground with a loud thump. Sakura grit her teeth, felling her limbs practically shut down. "I can't move," Sakura said. "Good," Hinata said. "It would be bad if I let you keep going. I could have killed USA." Bam. Ino hit Hinata square in the face, enraged that Hinata had hurt her friend like that. Ino made a hand sign, using Naruto's signature jutsu. Shadow Clone Jutsu. Ino yelled out. 2 more Inos popped into existence and headed straight for the downed Hinata, while the real Ino went to go perform some medical ninjutsu on Sakura. Melina ran to go help the clones make sure that Hinata would stay down. So did Jade. Hinata got up and saw the clones coming towards her. The clones threw smoke bombs in her general area, blocking the view from every angle of Hinata's sight. Then from every side, kunai, shuriken, and energy sayas flew at her with incredible speed. Chitin. All the weapons flew away from her, but at the cost at the last bit of chakra Hinata had left. The laser beam attack and rotation took a lot of chakra to use effectively. Now, she was out and in a bad spot. The 2 clones ran in through the smoke, having put explosive tags on themselves. Suicide clones. Hinata turned and ran as fast as she could. The clones weren't far behind. She heard a whizzing sound and looked behind her while she was running. Jade's bladed boomerang was just inches from her throat. She ducked and rolled, effectively dodging the deadly weapon. Jade grabbed it and readied her staff, then charged at Hinata at full speed. Her body glowed green as she seemed to teleport across that distance right in front of Hinata. She clearly wasn't expecting this. When Jade appeared in front of Hinata, she immediately went into a long and brutal combo attack with her staff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15 hits in succession with a metal staff. Needless to say, Hinata was in a shitload of pain. Finally, Jade ran past her and, using her staff, Hinata in the crotch. Hinata's eyes went wide with surprise and pain. Her hands went down to her private area to try to ease the pain. Jade then pulled her staff back and hit Hinata square on her spine, knocking her forward with brute force. For those of you who don't know or didn't understand what I just described, it's Jade's X-ray move from MK9. Hinata tried to get up, but found that she wasn't able to. Apparently her back was hit harder than normal. Then again, she was just hit with a fucking steel staff. She tried to perform some medical ninjutsu on her back with what little chakra she had. Luckily, it was enough to fix her back. She sat up to have a sigh held right in front of eye, half an inch from puncturing it. "You lost, little girl," Melina said with mirth in her voice. "That's enough," Naruto said. He walked to Sakura and helped Ino with healing her with his own chakra. After she was done and back to 100%, he went over to Shiva and helped her as well. After he was done with her, he went back to Hinata. "For the odds that were against you, you did well," Naruto told her. "However, you still lost. If this was a fight to the death, you would have lost a very long time ago." "Naruto-kun," Hinata said as she struggled to stand up. "Please, take me back." "Why should I?" Naruto asked her. "You still haven't even really apologized. You still hang out with Kiba and everyone else. You still come to me acting like I should even be friends with you." "Why?" "Because Naruto-kun," she stammered, I love why." "Don't even start with that bullshit, Hinata," Naruto said with authority. If you really did, you wouldn't have done that, now would you? Ino, Sakura, Jade, Melina, and Shiva all came up behind Naruto. I love these beautiful ladies here. No matter what, I will not betray them. I communicate with them. I eat with them. I sleep with them. I have mind-blowing sex with them. I laugh with them. I cry with them. I do everything with them, and no one else. They are the closest thing to me in this entire world. Even Kurama thinks so, and he's a demon fox who doesn't give a damn about anyone or anything because of all the shit that he's been through. Hell, he's got katana and is pounding her as we speak. The girls behind him chuckled a little at the thought. What do you mean, you're not upset about that? Hinata asked incredulously. You're not upset that the fox is making love to one of your girls, Naruto-kun? No, Naruto said, because Kurama is a part of me, just as much as I am a part of him. Literally. As of right now, we can't survive without each other. We feel everything the other feels. We both share each other's traits. In the beginning, yeah, it was different, but after being a Jinchuriki for 20 years, the Biju literally morphs into your very being, thus, the two become one. But, that's besides the point. The point is that I will do everything in my power to not hurt these ladies intentionally. You, Hinata, didn't even try. You betrayed me the moment you could. Why, on God's green earth, should I take you back? I'm giving you an opportunity here just in case you didn't notice. I did my best, Naruto-kun. Hinata told him. She fell to her knees. I did my best, but it still wasn't good enough. She began to sob into her hands. She truly felt terrible for what she did. For most people, when someone cheats or betrays them, the offended drinks a lot or does whatever they do to cope with the pain and then moves on. However, that wasn't the case with Naruto. He had tried to kill himself to get away from the constant pain in his life. And she had only added on to that. She should have been there for him the whole way, not betray him. She should have refused that stupid mission from her father. Then she realized something. Her father never liked Naruto. He had despised the fact that his daughter had liked the demon brat for years. He couldn't outright kill the boy, nor could he just outright beat his daughter for her liking him. It wasn't justified. So, he had to think of another way to get his way. Had Hiashi Hyuga been planning on this? Had he been counting on Naruto to end everything himself? Had he been planning their separation for years, right under her nose? It all made sense now. The out-of-the-blue mission, the actual betrayal, the news of Naruto's self-imposed demise, and the extremely huge, rare smile on her father's face once she told him about it. She couldn't believe. Hiashi Hyuga had planned to get them apart for good. And she had just now figured it out. Naruto-kun. Hinata said. It was my father. I just realized it. It was him. It all makes sense now. Oh Naruto-kun, I'm so sorry. Get up Hinata, Naruto told her. Slightly confused at his neutral tone, she did as he said. She stood there in front of him and waited for what he had to say next. Do you really want to get back together? He asked her. More than anything. She responded. Are you sure? Yes. Hinata was getting her hopes up. First and foremost, he told her, these girls here, they will always take priority to me. They've been with me the whole time and have never betrayed me. Ever. I understand, Naruto-kun, Hinata said in comprehension. And second, you must cut all ties with your clan, especially your father. What? How do I do that? You just do it, Sakura said. You are a grown-ass woman now, Hinata. Make your own choices. You must prove your word through honor, Shiva told her. I hate traitors, Melina said. If Naruto, my love here, is willing to give you a second chance, know that I will kill you if you hurt him again. Hinata nodded in response. I only want you, Naruto-kun, and I'll do all as you've asked of me. Do what you have to in order to get it done, Hinata, Naruto told her. And I don't want to see you again until it's done. Understand? Hinata nodded. Naruto turned and walked away. He grabbed Melina's hand and said to her, let's go home, love. Gladly, she said. But what about the rest of your clothes, my love? I've got tons of spares, it's okay, he told her. Hinata watched them the whole time until they disappeared from sight. Sighing, part in relief and part in acceptance of what she must do, she turned around and headed towards her clan's compound, preparing herself for the encounter with her father. That will be it for this video. If you want more, comment down below, like, subscribe. And see you guys later.